Welcome to a new edition of 2-Year-Olds in Training by the Harness Edge. I'm Harold Howe, here at Bay Cairn Training Center in the frozen north with John Kopas. It could have warmed up a little bit for me coming from Florida, but anyway, John, we've got half a dozen to look at today, and we'll start with some trotters. J-Port on the Edge. This is a Cadabra you bought from the Standardbred Canada yearling sale for $19,000.
That's correct, yes. He's out of a balanced image mare. And she had a 2-year-old race last year, raced actually quite well. I believe her name was J-Port Princess. And actually, I never looked at the colt. Brian Webster, I was standing chatting with him, and when he was in the ring, Brian said, "Did you look at this colt?" And I said, "No, I hadn't." He said, "Well, he's a pretty nice horse." So anyway, I ended up buying him, and fortunately, up to now, he acts okay.
Right. What range have you been in, given you're here in the Arctic Circle?
I haven't put a watch on any of them yet, so we're going to start and do that next week. I've done that now for years. I really don't start going any miles with them till mid-March.
Okay, and with this fellow, you had a filly, Ditcher Quick and Hide, Windsong Espoir, homebred.
Yes, she's a 3/4 sister to Miss Altsville. Max Hemp, Lyndon Wells, and I own her. And
story behind the name?
It was the law firm that represented me in all my divorces.
Anyway, how's she coming along?
She's a nice filly up to this point. Smart, great gaited like her sister, and looks like we might have a decent broodmare. This is only the mare's second foal.
Okay, let's talk some pacers. We had Twin Bee Sportsman, a sports writer, $20,000 out of that same Standardbred Canada sale.
Yes, and he's out of a mare called Dubai Hanover. The second dam is Daisy Harbor, of course, the dam of the Ponderosa. I had looked at her previous foals, the mare's previous foals, and none of them were what you'd call nice individuals. And this colt, I thought, was an extremely correct horse, and fortunate enough, I got him for 20, and up to now, I'm really very happy with my sports riders. I have 2 of them, and they're both exceptionally nice colts.
And the other one is Twin Bee Commander, as I say, a sports rider, $65,000 out of Harrisburg.
Yes, he's out of a Cam's Card Shark mare. Now I can't say her name. The dam is
What an Attitude.
What an Attitude. That's right. And of course, he's a half brother to Twin Bee Warrior. And I just thought he was an exceptional individual. To be honest with you, I didn't think we'd get him for 65. I thought he'd probably bring more than that. But anyway, I'm glad to have him in the barn.
Okay, and the final set, we got a pair of shadow plays. Keeson's Legacy, $9,000 out of Standardbred Canada sale.
Yes, that colt. My father called me back in August, and he hasn't owned a horse now in a couple of years, and he said, "You know, John, if you could find me a shadow play this fall, I wouldn't mind having one," because he said, "Boy, that horse is having a hell of a year." So anyway, I got over to the sale at Flamborough, and I found this colt and bought him for $9,000, and Father actually approves of him.
Of course, he's in Florida.
Yeah,
he hasn't been back yet.
Yeah.
The other one's Keeson's Illusion, a shadow play you bought privately.
Yes, Jim Bullock and I went over and looked at Keith and Gloria's place. I suppose that was in September, before the sales. And as I said, Jim bought her privately. She's out of an Arts Place mare. And quite pleased with her so far. And I'm sure Jim won't mind me saying that he paid $7,500 for her. And so far she looks like she's worth every penny.
Good stuff. And just a final point about the winter you've had here. I didn't have to experience it, fortunately, but I mean, getting back here and you see the banks, and we had another, 10 inches or whatever it is the other day. But the big thing you guys comment, which maybe didn't get through to people in the south, just the depth of the consistent cold there was here.
Yeah, I moved back from New York 25 years ago, and I don't ever recall a winter this bad cold-wise. I mean, from Christmas time till, well, a week ago, it's just been bitter every day. And but hopefully spring's around the corner.
Absolutely. John, thanks for your thoughts, and good luck with the rest of the winter.
Thank you.
Harold Howe with John Kopas, 2-Year-Olds in Training.